This test is not an assessment of how much you know about a specific topic, but a test of your ability to read and understand specific information in a given text. There is a very good chance that you will get a yes, no, not given, or a true, false, not given question in both the general and the academic IELTS test. Before we go to the similarities, let us first talk about the difference. What makes them different? They vary in the type of information contained in the reading text. Yes, no, not given will contain information about the writer's opinions, views, and beliefs about a certain topic, while the true, false, not given text will contain factual information on a specific topic. The test takers will be required to match two pieces of information very carefully, and you have to decide whether the statement is true or yes because the statement agrees with the reading passage, false or no because the information contradicts the information given in the reading passage, and not given because there is no information mentioned on this in the reading text. Even though these test types are different, the tips and strategies in answering them are the same. And here are the tips we have for you. Number 1 is to read the questions first and underline the keywords. The keywords you will underline will help you scan for the paragraph or the sentences that you need in order for you to decide which answer to choose. You do not have to read the whole text, and remember that the answers appear in the same order as the statements in the question. Number 2, read the text carefully. After highlighting your keywords and finding the sentence or the paragraph that can give you the answer, read the text very carefully and decide whether the information agrees or contradicts to the information in the statement and in the text. In these tasks, you are looking for meaning and not just the similarities in words. This is what makes these types of tests tricky and difficult to answer. The third tip is to watch out for distractors. Make sure that you do not ignore the verb tenses in the questions and the modifiers like many, much, few, less, and so on. These words could alter the overall meaning of a statement. Also watch out for any negatives like not, never, hasn't, didn't, and the like. The statements and the text might be given either in a positive or in a negative sentence. And the final tip we have is for you to stay focused on the text. This test is not an assessment of how much you know about a specific topic, but a test of your ability to read and understand specific information in a given text. Therefore, you have to look only at the questions and compare it only to the text. Forget your previous knowledge about any topic and avoid making assumptions when trying to answer. Now let us work with an example. Like what we always do in our video lessons, let us first read the instructions. The instruction says that we have to write true, false, or not given on our answer sheet. Therefore, we are to expect that we would be reading a factual information about a certain topic. The next thing I'm going to show you are the statements that we need to label with true, false, or not given. We have to read each very carefully and underline the most important words. In number 1, it says, commercialized hunting is mainly focused in forest. Number 2, the falling numbers in wildlife has been brought by the commercialization of hunting. The third statement, the structure of forest can be altered by hunting of seeds. Here are our keywords. Now here is the reading passage. Pause this video and take some time to read it. Decide whether the statements you saw earlier are true, false, or not given. And now here are our answers. Let's try to look at statement number 1, and it says, commercialized hunting is mainly focused in forest. If we look at the first phrase of the paragraph, we see humans have long hunted wild game from forest. We see our keywords hunt and forest. And going back to the statement, it says mainly focus in forest, meaning that hunting is done only in the forest. However, the passage does not mention that people hunt only in forests. Therefore, our answer for number 1 is not given. Now let us try to answer statement number 2. It says, the falling numbers in wildlife has been brought about by the commercialization of hunting. Falling numbers right here is synonymous to the word depletion. Commercialization of hunting is the same with commercialization of killing. Now that we have matched our keywords, let us try to paraphrase the sentence in order for us to better understand what it means. The writer argues that hunting lessened the number of wild animals, the same meaning in the statement. Therefore, the correct answer for number 2 is true. Now we are down to our last statement. It says, the structure of forests can be altered by the hunting of seeds. If we take a look at the final sentence in the reading passage, we see this. And we have keywords like seed and structure, the same words used in the statement. And we also have synonym for the word altered, which is influence. These words tell us that the answer is found in this part of the paragraph. But take a very close look at this phrase in the statement. It says, hunting of seeds. As we compare it to the reading passage, it is not the seeds that are being hunted, but the pollinators and the dispersers, meaning the butterflies, the bees, and other animals that help scatter the seeds. We can then work out that the answer for number 3 is false. Our final answers are not given, true, and false. If this had been a passage about a writer's view or opinion, our answers would have been not given, yes, and no. Again, always read the instructions first in order for you to know which code to use. So these have been our takeaways from today's video lesson. Number 1 is to read the questions first and underline keywords. Number 2 being reading the text carefully before deciding on your answer. Number 3 is to watch out for distractors. And finally is to stay focused on the text. Watch out for more tips and strategies on answering the different types of questions in your IELTS reading test. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Until next time.